time is at hand for the black man and the black woman, for the Native American man and woman, for the so-called Hispanic man and woman to rise out this thing, rise to their glory as the children of Israel. It's high time you wake up out of sleep and come back and serve your father and his son.
You sons and daughters of the slave trade, you are the children of Israel. And we showing it to you in the Bible, through the Spirit of Christ. Our people have to say what? Come back to this Bible. Read the Bible for yourself to get the understanding.
So black man, black woman, you being charged with the commandments of the Most High. Repent and seek ye the kingdom. Shalom, brothers and sisters. I'm Kanai.
My name's Abiel.
Today we're going to go over the topic that has been in the news concerning the earthquake that hit Virginia, and it was felt all up to New York. Many of our people don't realize the Most High is judging the earth. He's sending these signs for those that believe and keep of the commandments as warning to get yourself right. Repent and keep the commandments. So let's begin. Matthew 24. Let's start with verse 3. So now we're going to read Matthew 24. This is Christ prophesying about the end times.
Matthew is the 24th chapter and the 3rd verse. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world?
So they want to know the sign of the end of the world. Let's read on.
Verse 4. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
Because many of you lying pastors try to deceive the people. Tell them, just believe on Jesus and everything is going to be all right. Well, believing is more than just words. It's an action. It's obedience to God's commandments and the faith of his Son, Jesus the Christ. Read on.
Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
And many do come in his name, saying they're Christ. That lying image of Christ, the white image, that is not Christ. Many come in his name as far as Christianity and say that they are holy, and they're not. That goes for all what you call Christianity. They're all teaching lies. If they're not teaching you so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native American Indians, that you are the Israelites and you must come back to the commandments and the faith of his Son, it's all lies.
Right.
Read on.
Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Like Osama, like Gaddafi. You hear wars and rumors of wars. Read on.
See that ye be troubled. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet.
He's telling you the end is not coming yet. But all these things must happen. He's giving you warning on what to look for. Read on.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes.
There's going to be famine, pestilence, and earthquake. And that's going to hit the shores of America. It's going to come in wars. It's going to come in earthquake. It's going to come in diseases. The Most High is going to begin to scourge America. That little bit of what you saw that happened in New Orleans, that's small in comparison to the judgment the Most High is going to bring to this country. He's going to bring much more destruction to rid out all the evil in this land. But one that we want right now is earthquakes. Read on.
And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places.
In different places. Would you believe how prolific it is to see the earth tremor in New York City? New York is built on bedrock. You dig 30, 40, 50 feet down in New York, you're hitting bedrock. And you can't dig that. You got to put dynamite to destroy that. They felt the city shake. People throughout Virginia was worried. I want you to look at this clip right here.
A 5.9 magnitude earthquake has hit Washington, D.C. and Northern Virginia. Residents here in Alexandria shared their experiences with the quake.
You know, silly enough, we've had people hit the side of our house before because if you can see, there's a parking lot right next to our house. And I thought maybe a big truck had hit the side of the house and that's why it was shaking. But soon it was apparent that that was not what was going on. So we got out of the house as quickly as possible.
I was devastated. I didn't know it was going to come this far to Alexandria, Virginia. I'm a Chauncey Staten and I live in this residence and I'm shaking. I ran out of the house and I stood right here. And I've been sitting right here the whole time because I don't know. They said it was an aftershock. And I mean, they took down bricks up there on Princess Street. And I was don't know what, I don't know. I was scared, very shocked. I just don't know where to go from. Where did it come from? They saying from Libya, a guy named Gaddafi that's supposed to be. I mean, is this a bomb? You know, was this a bomb?
My initial reaction was an earthquake, but to see some of the people running down the street and, you know, so frightened, you know, I kind of like, oh, it's only an earthquake. He's like, I don't know, but maybe there was a bomb or some kind of explosion. I'm like, yeah, I think we're okay. You could just tell, you know, it was as quick as it happened, it was over within 5 seconds.
So you see what's happening. People are in tremor. They don't know. They're worried. They don't know what to do. They can't believe it's happening. Oh, I'm not sure. Let's go from that to Psalms. Psalms chapter 1. They're confused what it is. They don't know what to make out of it. Let's see what God says. I'm sorry, I said Psalms 1. I'm in Proverbs 1, sorry. Proverbs 1, and let's start with verse 20.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying.
How does she utter her words? The prophets. The brothers are out in the street teaching the gospel of Jesus Christ, teaching people to come back to the commandments. And all you brothers that come in and learn, that is your job. You are hired of the Most High to learn and go out in the streets in the chief concourse and preach against this kingdom. Preach against sin. Preach about the obedience to Christ and the keeping of the commandments. Read on.
In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long you want to stay dumb? Read on.
And the scorners delight in their scorning.
You know how the scorners delight in their scorning? They say, oh, that's Mother Nature. They scorn against commandments. When you see that judgment come to the earth, when you see diseases, when you see earthquakes, that's not Mother Nature. When you see hurricanes, that's not Mother Nature. That's God judging the earth.
That's right.
Read on.
And fools hate knowledge.
You want to hide anything from a Negro, put in a book. He don't want to know what God's will is. He want to know what the new song is out, what the new drink is out, who got the best weed, who can play the best, who's the best on Madden 2012. Fools hate knowledge. Read on.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make my words known unto you.
You repent and keep the commandments, he's going to make you understand this Bible. So when we make statements like these, line pastors in these top churches out here don't know the Bible, is because they have not turned at his reproof. They're still with their beard shaved off, not wearing fringes, in the midst of adultery, eating pork, shrimp, crab, taking the money of the people in the church. Lies. Read on.
Verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have said it not all my counsel and would none of my reproof.
You didn't want to hear it.
I also will laugh at your calamity.
So when that flood happened in New Orleans, the Lord was laughing at their calamities. Why? In New Orleans, men are involved in witchcraft, obeah, Shango, that wicked heathenistic day that y'all celebrate down there, Mardi Gras, where women exposing their bodies for beads, all kind of whoredoms going on. The Most High flooded that place out. Read on.
Verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity, and I will mock when your fear cometh.
You saw that sodomite in that video. Oh, I don't know. Was it a bomb? Was it a Gaddafi? I don't know what it was, but I was just trembling. I was afraid. You see what's happening. He said, I'm going to laugh at your calamities. Read on.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
He said, then you're going to call upon him. People have become frantic in the street, not knowing what to do. He says, when your fear cometh upon you like what? Like desolation and destruction cometh as a whirlwind, distress and anguish cometh upon you, then you're going to look for him. But he ain't going to answer. And many of your lying pastors are going to tell you something. They're going to tell you it's going to be all right. Jesus is with you. You're going to be all right. No, you will not be all right if you're not keeping the commandments. No, you're not going to be all right if you don't believe in Messiah. You're going to be judged. So this is the time now for you to wake up and repent. Let's read that about these lying pastors. Thessalonians. 1 Thessalonians 5. Start with verse 1.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
So when Christ is going to return, it's going to be as a thief in the night. You're not going to see him coming. He's going to give you signs so you can start preparing yourself. But he's going to arrive on you a thief in the night. He might arrive on you that night when you're in the club right now, when you're in the club busting champagne on some whore. He might arrive when you creep in another man's house. He might arrive when you're in the midst of stealing or selling drugs. He might arrive when you're in that lying church praying to that white Jesus. He's going to arrive as a thief in the night. Read on.
Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
That's what your pastor's going to tell you. Peace and safety. But he says destruction is going to come as a whirlwind. It's going to catch you. When they say everything's going to be all right, don't worry, things are going to get better. No, it's not. These are the signs of the time.